Hey kids, today I'm going to scope out a spot that's popular with the rockhounds and the treasure seekers alike. Let's see how this hike pans out. Durable dads, brothers from other mothers, and sisters from different misters, thanks for tuning in. Welcome back to another Take a Hike episode. This one's going to be a little bit different because I know there's some hiking trails around here, but I think this spot is mostly used for gold panning and rock hunting. Okay, reports, I have an old book that says there are some trails kicking around here, but that's not necessarily the main thing, is to get in a major hike. I forgot the Fitbit. Oh well. This is more of a reconnaissance mission. I've been here before, but it's been many a moons. I don't gold pan, although I might try in today's economy. However, this is a great spot. It's local. It's just a few minutes out of town. Cooney Bay. Hop, skip, and a jump. This is Tranquille Creek. We're going to check it out, have a little peruse around, see where the trails lead, and maybe talk to some of the locals that are out here panning and see how they're doing. Anyways, I'll skip to the gear. Now, apparently there's been a cougar sighting out here, so I better be equipped for this. I don't know whether to grab the bear spray or slap on a bunch of Dracarna wire. Okay, so what are we taking today? The equipment list is going to be pretty minimal. Take the day pack, of course. We're going to skip over here. Something I always take and it never seems to get featured is the old selfie stick. It's because I forget about it because it's attached to the day pack. We're loaded up with some water. Because I mentioned earlier that there's been a cougar sighting, and I guess the four-legged kind, not the two-legged kind. So if that's the case, it's best to be prepared. I'm bringing along some bear spray. Seems like the right thing to do. Okay, my handy-dandy compass, because that's a symbol of good luck. The action cam, for sure, because we're going to get some footage. And because there might be cougars, we might have to use this. Let's hope that makes that not necessary. Anywho, let's go get our hike slash perusal slash reconnaissance mission underway. So one of the things that I caution you to be aware of is this jumping cactus. It's everywhere, and one misstep and this is going to be all up in your boots, your clothes, your socks, your skin. This is a perfect candidate for doing a seek. So this jumping cactus, so we'll find out the technical name for it, is going to be our plant du jour. So pets, kids, you, keep an eyeball out for this if you are in the vicinity. So here's a little touch of some of the landscape around here. It's lush, and then there's the clay, dusty, sage-covered hills of the Kamloops area. Now, if you have littles, not too far up the road there, so I'll walk down this trail. It's really easy and hard-packed. Here, I'll give you a little shot of it. You're gonna have little spots where you can just head on down to the creek, dunk your feet, a little bench in there. I don't know if you can see it. I'll try and zoom in. Yep, right there. So you can just sit yourself down, or the kids, in the shade and take a few minutes. So a couple of kilometers up this little road, as you can see, it heads off kind of this way. You come in through this gate, there's a little walk around, and there's a park here. So as we follow in a little bit more here, over where Kyle is there, my walkmate, there's a little rest area, picnic area, and apparently just down a little bit farther is where the gold panning is. I think we're gonna have to go and check this out. So the accommodations at the little rest spot, I swear to God, I've sat at this table somewhere, sometime in my past at some greasy spoon diner. Anyways, the accommodations are just fine. Kind of a neat little spot. It doesn't look like it's regularly maintained, but lots of people come here from the usage of the trail. Very cool. Well, you guys, it is time for your dose of gratuitous nature footage. And this happens to be gratuitous creek footage, Tranquille Creek. I'll slowly pan over and I'll stop talking to let the sweet sounds of nature take over. It's now time for exSTREAM Fish Cam. Okay, I don't know how many fish you got on this one, but this is a spawning ground for salmon, so hopefully you got some hatchlings or fingerlings there. Chalk this one up to random stuff found on hikes and or paddles. Is anybody missing a leash? If you are missing a black and white braided leash, please come pick it up on random rock at Tranquille Creek at the park. Okay kids, there you have it. Recon mission successful. We were on what is called the Tranquille River Trail, which is about 2.9 miles out and back. So now I don't think we went the full way. We went pretty close. About halfway up, a little farther, there's a wreck site. It's abandoned. Got some washrooms in there and change rooms that are now really Texas Chainsaw Massacre-esque. Very abandoned, but the thing is, you could camp there if you wanted to pack things in. Great little spot. Tranquille Creek is a salmon spawning ground, so be respectful. It was pretty neat. The trail's considered easy, and it is. A couple things you're going to want to take with you is bug spray. Absolutely do not forget that, and apply a couple of times because it's by a creek. There's lots of little swampy areas. The mosquitoes are fierce and apparently incredibly hungry today. Anyways, forgot it. Got about like 2 minutes down the road, turned back, came back to Lou, grabbed it. Okay, so that's a must. Good shoes, hiking boots. There's lots of spots where the little tiny tributaries come right across the trail. So you're gonna get your feet wet, but it's part of the experience. Really pretty spot. Off to the, I guess it would be east of this trail, is the Mara Lake Loop or the Mara Loop, which is another nice trail, kind of cool. It loops around in the foothills a bit. Beautiful spot. There is hiking to be had here. I highly recommend it if you wanted to take the littles. This is a great spot. There's lots of spots. I saw a couple of dudes coming back when we were setting up. They were here and they had some gear. I cornered them on the way back, and they said they had a little bit of luck because they were out panning. They're not going to tell me where they were, of course, but there is gold in them Nar Hills. So if you guys wanted to try your hand at some gold panning, or just have a nice little picnic and a little nice walk and get your feet wet and hang out down by the creek, that's also cool too. Again, this is right by Padova City, so very close to Cooney Bay. Instead of turning into Cooney Bay, you cross the tracks and then go up Red Lake Road just a hair. You'll see a turnoff. It's there. Anyways, I'll stop rambling. It was awesome. This was a late edition, kind of almost a last minute Friday of the beginning of a long weekend hike. There's a thunderstorm brewing, so we got in just under the wire. Beautiful hike, glad to do it. And anyways, I will find more information and I will post it in the comments as I find out more. I've never hiked this, but I will come back and explore here some more, that is for sure. Anyways, here I am doing what I do, keeping the coffee warm and the gear dirty. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like, comment, tell me your favorite experience about this trail. I always appreciate it. The more the better, and your subs and every comment and like really helps to grow this channel at this stage. Like I said, we're on the road to 1,000 subs, so let's get there. Anyways, peace out, Scout.